welcome to the in-depth series of Drishti IAS. My name is Pooja Divedi. Today we are going to talk about a very recurring topic, that is the pollution in NCR. As this topic is recurring all over again, we have to understand there is something fundamentally wrong with this region. And what is Graded Response Action Plan? Because the Commission for Air Quality Management on October 5th has announced that the measures under Stage 1 of the Graded Response Action Plan will come into effect immediately, looking at the poor air quality index of Delhi NCR. This is what we are going to discuss today. These are the many topics that we are going to go through step by step from the perspective of GS mains papers 2nd and 3rd, and also from the perspective of prelims. Facts are important. So what is Delhi NCR? Delhi NCR is the region adjoining the national capital of India, Delhi National Capital Region. It consists of districts from Uttar Pradesh, this is Haryana, then Uttar Pradesh, and then Rajasthan. The problem with this particular region is that it has certain geographical and anthropogenic characters, exaggerating and exacerbating the pollution there. First of all, the geographical and natural causes. As it is a landlocked region, the problem is that coastal air system is not available here. And in winters, specifically if we talk about winters, a high pressure area is created in this region, and it attracts westerly winds from Rajasthan and as far as from Pakistan and Afghanistan, which leads to dust settling in this particular area. And the Himalayas also tend to obstruct the air route. So what happens? The dust particles tend to settle over here. These are the natural reasons. Then comes what adds to the problem. The anthropogenic problems, such as rising population and vehicular traffic, which is leading to increasing greenhouse gas emission, unplanned urban development, which is creating an infrastructure that is not giving the city the space to breathe, and unscientific waste disposal settlements situation, in which methane is also a very important category. Fossil fuel combustion, stubble burning. Stubble burning is a practice that is causing the problem every year, apart from, of course, the firecrackers which are used during Diwali. Moving ahead, let us talk about the data on which the entire categorization is done. The data that 𝐶AQM gets through air quality monitoring is on the data which Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology gives, plus the Indian Meteorological Department gives. Okay. Moving ahead, let us talk about other important things, that is the current situation in Delhi NCR. What is it caused by? It is more to localized influence that has done made the air quality poor. Large number of effigies of Ravanas that were burnt during Dashera has caused this problem. Apart from that, during political protests, effigies were burned. And this is the main reason why, because right now there have been no records in any substantial change in temperature, wind speed, or even emission from fires as on October 5th. So this is the current reason. What is Graded Response Action Plan? We have to understand. It is basically a set of emergency measures that kick in to prevent further deterioration of air quality once it reaches a certain threshold. Once the air quality reaches a certain threshold, the emergency plan comes into practice. It is originating from the Supreme Court verdict in the MC Mehta versus Union of India case. Okay, so it has to do something with the current situation. The plan initially included measures for 3 stages: moderate and poor, very poor, severe. But then a 4th category was added by the name of severe plus or emergency cases. Okay, and then it was first notified. If we talk about GRAP, it came into being in 2016 as in the concept of it, but it was first notified in 2017 by the Ministry of Environment. So earlier it used to account for only particulate matter 2.5 and particulate matter 10 levels, which are very small dust particles that you can breathe in and they can get lodged into your lungs. But modifications were done in 2020 and a comprehensive air quality index was prepared, according to which 𝐶AQM would launch the Graded Response Action Plan. And the Graded Response Action Plan is implemented by Commission for Air Quality Management through a subcommittee of the GRAP. Okay, a subcommittee is there under GRAP. Senior members of 𝐶AQM are there. Apart from that, member secretaries of Pollution Control Board of Haryana, Rajasthan, Delhi, and of course Uttar Pradesh are there, and also from the Central Pollution Control Board. Other than that, we also have health advisors and scientific advisors are part of the advisory subcommittee group. Okay, let's talk about CAQM. CAQM is basically an overarching body to consolidate or monitoring bodies, because earlier the pollution levels and pollution situation in different states which constitute the NCR region were being done in piecemeal manner by their state pollution control boards through their acts. But an umbrella body had to be made. Why? Because the situation that is plaguing the states, different states of Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Delhi is the same. So why not create one single body? Now, in order to do that, a platform had to be built. Air quality management can be carried out in a more comprehensive, efficient and time-bound manner by CAQM. And it was also built to relieve the Supreme Court's regular intervention in the same problem, that is pollution in the Delhi NCR region. Okay, and it can find its origins, this particular CAQM could find its origin in the 𝐈𝐀𝐒 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢𝐬 versus Union of India case, in which it was seen that a body like this is needed and it replaced EPCA, which was Supreme Court mandated body to do the same. Okay, now the act that is related to it is the Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and Adjoining Areas Act of 2021. Remember this. Moving ahead, let us talk about the different stages. Nothing much to clarify over here, just read through. Stage 1, when air quality index is poor, that is from 201 to 300. Stopping all construction and demolition activities with plot size of 500 square meters or more, which have not been registered on dust mitigation monitoring portals. Mechanized sweeping has to be done. Water sprinkling on roads has to be done. Enforcing guidelines on use of anti-smog guns at construction sites. Enforcing ban on open burning of waste and pollution under control norms for vehicles. Discoms have to minimize power supply interruptions in NCR and encourage offices to start unified commute for employees and reduce traffic. So this is what will come into effect, you can see, in an immediate manner right now. Stage 2, when very poor air quality occurs, not allowing coal, firewood in tandoors at hotel. Stopping use of diesel generators sets except for essential and emergency services such as hospital, railways, metro services, airports, water pumping stations, or projects of national importance. Enhance parking fees to discourage private transport. Augment CNG or electric buses and metro services by producing additional fleet and increasing the frequency of services. Stage 3, for severe air quality index, ban on construction and demolition activities, except railway, metro, hospitals, sanitation projects, linear public projects like highway, roads, flyovers. Closure of industries that have PNG supply and are not running on approved fuels. In industrial areas that don't have PNG supply, industries not running on approved fuels will operate only for 5 days a week. State government in NCR may impose restrictions on BS3 petrol and BS4 diesel four-wheelers. Stage 4, stop entry of truck traffic into Delhi, except for essentials. CNG and electric trucks. Ban on plying of Delhi registered diesel, medium and heavy goods vehicle in Delhi, except for essential. Ban on plying of four-wheeler diesel vehicles in Delhi and districts of NCR bordering Delhi. There are some exceptions also. State governments may consider additional emergency measures like closure of schools, plying of vehicles on odd even basis. NCR state government to decide on allowing public, municipal and private offices to work on 50% strength and the rest of them to work from home if possible. Ban C&D activities, construction and demolition activities basically, in linear public projects such as highway, roads and flyovers. Then, is there any difference this year? First of all, we must know that air quality index gauges the change in these particular categories in the air. Particulate matter 2.5, particulate matter 10, NO2, NH3, SO2, CO and ozone. So remember all this. So right now there is a difference that measures in this year are preemptive and kick in based on forecast in an attempt to prevent AQI from deteriorating further. That means even if a particular threshold is not reached by the air quality index, but the measures will start kicking in. And GRAP is being enforced based on AQI only. Moving ahead, let us talk about the measures currently. Now, it is for the first time in the current year that the guidelines specify that state governments in the NCR, they may impose restrictions on BS 3rd petrol and BS 4 diesel four-wheelers. Apart from that, stage 3, or that will happen when the stage 3, okay, when the very poor category, severe category will come into, not very poor, but severe category will come into effect, or when the air quality index is likely to reach severe category that I have already told you. Moving ahead, let us talk about the severe plus category. Other measures. State governments may consider additional emergency measures like closure of schools, plying of vehicles. These I have already discussed. Municipal and private offices to work on 50% strength and the rest to work from home. This is, of course, the measures under severe plus category. Now, what are citizens required to do? When the air quality index is poor, then keeping vehicles' engines tuned so that there are no emission, ensuring POC certificates are updated so that the current status of polluting vehicles can be known, switching off vehicle engines at red light. Under the very poor category, what happens? Citizens should use public transport, replace air filters in their automobiles so that more air filters, the cleaner air filters can filter the air properly. Under severe category, a recommendation is made to work from home if possible, not use coal or wood for heating, and wood, not or. Severe plus category, people with chronic diseases and children and the elderly to avoid outdoor activities. Moving ahead, now the question goes like, which of the pollutants is not gauged by the air quality index? Ozone, CH4, SO2, NH3. Now answer this in the comment segment. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.